Hey guys, what's up? It's me, McGarren7, coming back at you in another video. Here to give you my take on the recently announced remake, The Last of Us Part 1 remake for PS5. Remakes have become pretty popular these days, whether it be in movies or in video games. To remake a beloved game and remake it from the ground up using today's graphics and changing up the gameplay for a whole new generation to experience, while people who have also played it in the past get to experience it as well. And for them, it's a sense of familiarity as well as a brand new experience. And if it can be executed properly, it could be pretty great. As you can see by this gameplay, I feel like Capcom right now is the best at remaking video games. They did a great job with remaking Resident Evil 1 as well as Resident Evil 2. And now it seems that Naughty Dog is now wanting to take a crack at remaking games, and they're starting with The Last of Us, which has now been renamed The Last of Us Part 1. And judging from what I've seen from the trailer and the screenshots, I'll put a link to the trailer in the description below so you guys can go check it out. It seems to me that Naughty Dog, in my opinion, does not know the meaning of the word remake. Just because judging by the trailer, to me it looks more like a glorified remaster instead of a remake. The cutscenes that they showed off in the trailer are the exact same cutscenes from the PS4 version or the PS3 version. The only thing that's been different is they've been touched up a little bit, like greater draw distances, better textures, the characters' faces look more realistic, better lighting. But I am shocked that Naughty Dog is choosing to remake this game in the first place. This game is not even 10 years old yet. I remember I played this game fairly recently in preparation for its sequel, The Last of Us 2, and I thought it played fine. I thought it was still great. They don't need to change anything. The story is perfect. The gameplay is fine. The game still looks amazing. Whether you played it on a PS4 Pro or a PS5, the voice acting is still great. To me, it seems like a cash grab, especially since Sony is charging $70 for this game. Although a developer who worked on the remake would disagree with that. I'll put a link in the description of the article so you guys can check it out, but I'll read you what he said. He said it's not a cash grab and that it's actually the most meticulously built and crafted project that I have ever seen or been a part of in my entire career. The highest level of care and attention to detail possible. Plus, I feel like Sony and Naughty Dog are just trying to be slick with the consumers and call this game a remake. Because if they try to say it's a remaster, people won't buy it because it was already remastered once with the PS4, like I said, and the game still looks and plays great. And this article goes on to state that this upcoming remake won't feature any substantially new content for the most part, and the story remains the same as far as Naughty Dog has disclosed. So the story remains the same, so like I said, why are they calling it a remake again? I found this pretty cool article that helps explain the differences between a video game remake and a video game remaster. I'll put a link in the article so you guys can go check it out. It's a good read, but to just get my point across, the article says that video game remasters typically mean classic video games with repainted visuals and in-game mechanics. Also, the in-game mechanics are optimized for the current generations of platforms the classic remaster is launching for. Example, The Last of Us remastered for PS4. While in a video game remake, the gameplay is bound to change with different elements added to the gameplay and the game's environment, sometimes even new characters. However, as with video game remasters, remakes are altered up to the point that the game remains true to the original. Example, Resident Evil 2 remake. Now, if they would have done a similar thing to what they did to Uncharted 4 Thieves' End and Uncharted Lost Legacy, I would have been actually okay with that. Because when they remastered those two games for the PS5, they gave you the option to play those games in either 60 frames per second or at 120 frames per second, because those two games were locked at a 30 frames per second on the PS4. And it also gave you a chance to upgrade to the next gen version of the game for only $10 if you had the previous version. And what was cool is you did not need to have both games to upgrade. You just needed to have one, and they'll give you the other one for free. All you had to do was just pay $10, and I thought that was pretty great. I don't think they will do anything similar to that with The Last of Us Part 1 remake. And what's crazy is even the guys over at Digital Foundry don't think this game needs a remake, because if you play this game on a PS4 Pro or a PS5, the game plays at 1800p, which is then upscaled to 4K on a 4K display, and the game still looks damn great, and it still is at 60 frames per second. But that's just my take on the subject. What do y'all guys think? Do y'all think this is a remake or a remaster? At this point in time, I think it's just a glorified remaster. Are y'all going to pick it out when it comes out. It comes out September 22nd of this year, by the way. I was actually going to, had full intention to, because I'm a sucker and I love The Last of Us so much. The second one, not so much, but I'll just do a wait and see and just sit back and see how everyone else takes it before I consider buying it. But if I do buy it, I will stream it, so be on the lookout for that if I do stream it. I had a good conversation with one of my friends at work. We were actually talking about this remake, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. And he actually had a good point, but like I said, we just got to wait and see. He thinks that the only reason that Naughty Dog is remaking the first game is so they can fix part 2, so they'll remake the first game, maybe change the ending or change something about it. That way they can remake part 2 and fix the game's story. And hey, if that's the case, I am all for it. And I will buy it again for that reason alone. But like I said, we don't know at this point in time. We just gotta wait and see. It's not that I hated 2 or anything about it. Like, gameplay was great, presentation was great, graphics were amazing, voice acting, motion capture, all that was a 10 out of 10. The only thing I had a problem with was just the game's story. It was just bad writing. And if, they remake the first game, change some stuff up here and there so they can remake the second game and do the second game justice, like I said, I am all for that. But that's all I have for you today. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like and consider subscribing down below. Always working on new content. And it's me, Gamer7. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Bye.